Good morning. This is Solomon Wangwe, Grand Acres Goshen Acquisitions Limited. It's another beautiful, cloudy, chilly morning here in Nairobi. We are at our offices. It's that time again at the end of the month where we have to present ourselves to the Land Control Board in Mashuru sub-county of Kajiado County. This is for the second last batch of all our buyers for Imbuko 3. We're going out there to get consents to transfer to all of you, which is our responsibility as land sellers. So I'll be taking you along with me yet again. This time I'll answer all your various questions about random things to do with land investment. So I hope you enjoy the trip and it's fun for you. Twende kazi. Hello, back on site. Just a quick update. I thought I would share this because this is the stuff that really gets me juiced up. When we talk about value addition on our sites, we really do mean it. We try to go the full hog, as they say, as far as we can manage without breaking the bank, as it were. And today our contractor is doing finishing touches on the Maram roads. It's looking like what we felt it should. Nice and smooth and even. You could easily do 100 kilometers an hour on the roads without feeling too bumpy. And as well, Mount Kilimanjaro has treated us to a small tease, if you will. That's Kilema and Kiaro, the two peaks of the famous Mount Kilimanjaro, tallest freestanding mountain in the world. You want to own your view from here of that beautiful mountain before we are sold out. Only 12 plots left, probably 11 after today, at 999K only. So give us a call, reach out, get on WhatsApp, ask for the brochure, ask all the questions you need, book a site visit as quickly as you can before we're sold out, and give yourself a winning chance or fighting chance of owning that amazing view. Also, I'm excited because our beacon process is underway. Our contractor has started digging the holes, if you will, that accommodate our beacons. They're 7 foot tall, 3.5 feet of it is in the ground. And what we do in preparation is we dig the holes. He's gonna lay a concrete base at the bottom so that it stands true and straight. Because over time, what tends to happen with these types of soils, as it dries and rains, the ground swells and shrinks, and if your foundations and whatnot are not properly set, you have leaning pillars and so on. We don't want that to happen with our signature beacons. So that's what they're working on today, and I'll just demonstrate to you exactly how deep they go. This is about 4 feet because the concrete base will be about 1/2 foot. The beacon will sit 3.5 feet in and 3.5 foot up, and you'll see a photo or an image of that on one of the sites where we have already installed that. And so, you know, I'm 6 foot tall. Hopefully this gives you an idea how far down this goes. And that's what we set our beacons in. So stay tuned for more updates as we shall be sharing. Cheers. So I received an interesting question this week about what's happening with the dollar, the price of the dollar against the Kenya shilling. We have all seen it. Some of us have felt it more than others, especially those of us who have to trade in dollars, those of us who keep value in dollars. There's a lot of concern about the devaluation of the Kenya shilling against the dollar because of what's happening in the US with inflation rates, because of what's happening in Ukraine and the impact of that on global trade. So what does that mean in terms of long-term store value? You know, admittedly, I'm very biased about this particular issue. Land, hands down, it's on record. Do your own research. Don't just take it from me. Land has proven over and over again throughout history as one of the best stores of value. Why? Because it's a fixed, immovable asset. If I spend the 999,000 shillings to purchase one of these amazing 1 acres with the stunning views of Mount Kilimanjaro, Chyulu Hills to my right, what happens in the future when the Kenya shilling gets devalued? Right? The land is still here. No one's gonna steal it. That's number one. It's safe in that regard. Number two, even if the value of the shilling goes down, this is arable land that you could use to grow value in food and whatever else you want to do. You could develop a house on it, have a permanent place to live. You could build a villa, eco villa for Airbnb to cater to the tourism sector that is very active in this area because of the Amboseli National Park, about 45 kilometers that way. And very critical, this one touches close to my heart specifically, is even after you're gone, or if you get raptured to heaven before everyone else, you can leave the land as an inheritance for your future generations, to your children, to your children's children, and beyond. And that value, without a doubt, will continue going up over time because, as they say, God's not making any more land. There's more of us getting born on a daily basis. The value of land as a basic economic metric is going to go up because there's more of us and less of it for us to share. So I hope that helps. Get your piece of Imbuko as quick as you can before we're sold out. There's only 12 of them remaining for only 999,000 shillings each. Give us a call, go on our website, send us an email, book your site visit if you must, but get it done before we're sold out. Cheers. Okay, so I received another question about our pricing. I'm sure some of you may have noticed that we started with our early bird pricing of 799K per 1 acre parcel, residentially zoned for eco-villa residential purposes out here in beautiful Imbuko. And then they shot up to 899 at some point. Now we're selling the last batch, only 11 or 12 of them remaining at 999K. Why is that? Well, there's a few reasons for that. We as property sellers, marketers, have to be very deliberate about our pricing, especially when we're introducing a new product to the market, as it were. As a standard basis for us, we always like to give early bird offers, meaning you have an opportunity to buy early, in many cases even before the title deeds to each specific parcel is produced. Disclaimer with that is we never sell land that we do not own and hold title deed to. So in this instance, we had an 88-acre block of land that was subdivided into 1 acre parcels. Some of our early bird buyers purchased before the title deeds were out, right, for the individual 1 acre parcels, even though we owned the mother title at 88 acres. And then some started to buy after the title deeds came out earlier this year. And we always like to give those early buyers an opportunity to buy at a discount. This is why I like to say that you make money when you buy property, not when you sell. This is one of the ways to do that. Get in early. Granted, you have to have some level or amount of trust with the person that you're buying from, because you have to be sure that they are going to keep their promise and give you the property that they're selling you with the value addition that they purported they were going to give it to you. But that's one of the great ways to make money when you buy, is you buy below the market rate. And I will admit, it's something I've addressed before, companies like ours very often in areas like these do set the price, because before we arrived no one else bought land out here. At least even until now, no one will offer you legally produced with proper usage and zoning for 1 acre in this entire corridor probably from Mombasa Road at Emali town all the way into Kimana, which is just before the Oloitokitok border post at Amboseli. So very often we have to do a lot of price discovery, and that is always dictated by the market. If we overprice something, it wouldn't sell. It's that simple. And very often that is one of the reasons we start out with early bird pricing, because we are discovering the market. In addition to that, as you've noticed, and you'll see probably some cutaways of what the site looked like before we did the roadworks, we've done about 5.3 kilometers of access roads here. That's a lot of space to cover, and it's extremely expensive. It's a reason, probably the primary reason, governments are responsible for dealing with infrastructure as opposed to private developers. But we had to do it because we want to make sure we give you value. You have proper access no matter the weather, throughout the year, rain or shine. You can drive your Pro Box, if you had one, all the way to the site, to your beacon without any impediment. No scratching of your sump guard, no getting stuck. As you can see, it just rained this morning. We have pools of water, puddles of water where it was extremely dry last week. We're grateful the rain has finally arrived. It's one of the main reasons I was keen to come to site today, just to make sure that our roads are doing what they're supposed to. We've driven all the way here without any issues whatsoever. These are costs that go into the price of the land, because as a business, we have to recover that. It's no secret. And anyone who tells you otherwise is just not being honest. And this is one of the main reasons that the prices go up over time. $8.99, $9.99, who knows what we will get up to by the time we sell the final block of land, because besides the access roads, we're going to provide borehole, water. It's one of the preconditions for our approval for residential change of use out here. We're going to provide connectivity to the power grid, which is 1.8 kilometers from our site. Applications already made with Kenya Power, and we're also going to get connected to the clean, fresh drinking water flowing from the amazing Mount Kili. She's finally peeking out of the clouds. You can see the snow, which is such a treat. Flowing, gravity fed by pipeline, government pipeline, all the way from Mount Kilimanjaro to our site. Applications already made for that. So there's a lot of expenses that go into value addition, making sure that you have real value for your 1 acre block of land out here in Imbuko. I hope that helps. If you have any other questions, feel free to give us a call, send an email, reach out to us through our social media handles, come pay us a visit at the office. I'm there quite a bit, happy to answer any questions you have. And if you're interested in owning that amazing view behind me right now, give us a call before they're sold out, and we'll be happy to bring you to site. Cheers.